Hi, welcome to another Define Tomorrow video, joined by Steven Peake here from Barracuda. Subject of today's video is I don't have to back up my Office 365, do I? And this is something that I hear from customers all the time. So again, I just wanted to kind of get to the facts, understand actually why we're looking at solutions to back up Office 365, and then understand actually what Barracuda is doing in this space. So let's start from the beginning. Do we actually need to back up our Office 365?
Yeah, so funnily enough, it's a question I hear every day, near enough. What Microsoft do from a backup perspective is actually they replicate your data around their data centers because they'll ultimately want to deliver a secure and safe platform for you as a business to use and consume. However, you are still responsible for your own data. And so they use something called the shared responsibility model. They look after the platform, you look after your data.
Okay.
Now, Microsoft do give a form of data protection in that you get the equivalent of what I class as a recycle bin. So you delete an email, for instance, out of Office 365. That email will sit in a recycle bin for a length of time and then ultimately be deleted automatically by Microsoft, which is great. Short-term retention.
Yep.
However, what that means is if your chief exec, for instance, comes along, deletes an email, and 6 months, 12 months down the line requires that email back, that email's gone. Okay? So what Barracuda have done is built what we call our cloud-to-cloud backup solution.
Okay.
And our cloud-to-cloud backup solution is ultimately a point-in-time recovery, similar to like you would have on premise. When you've got an exchange on premise, you would ultimately back up that exchange on a nightly basis to give you that recovery point.
Sure.
So what Barracuda have done is give you that service, but for Office 365.
Okay.
That means you can ultimately pull that information back for the 6 or 12 months recovery as required by your chief exec.
Okay. So ultimately, yes, there is some protection in Office 365, and availability is the primary concern of Microsoft here.
Yes.
That they don't want to have a requirement where they're saying Office 365 is down. It does happen, but they want to minimise that as much as possible.
Correct.
We have a responsibility as managers and IT professionals as doing a backup and having copies of our data. We preach about the 3-2-1 backup methodology: 3 copies of your data, 2 different mediums, at least 1 copy off-site. And what I see a lot of people when they're going to software as a service is them forgetting about all of that and assuming someone else is sorting it out for them.
Exactly.
The message we've got here is they're not. You still have a responsibility. There may be things in the system that do allow you temporary ways to get them back for a shorter period of time than you would normally be used to. But you've also got to consider how simple it is to restore from those methods as well, because sometimes it isn't as easy. Now, Office 365 has many facets to it, hasn't it? And a lot of people, when you say Office 365, think about mail.
Yes.
However, SharePoint and OneDrive are taking more and more responsibility. Those areas are covered in the Barracuda product, aren't they?
Yeah. So the cloud-to-cloud backup solution covers email, so Exchange.
Yeah.
But it also gives you the SharePoint coverage. And also OneDrive.
Okay.
And so we're ultimately protecting each one of those sources and taking those point-in-time backups as defined by the user. And like I said, simplicity is part of what Barracuda is all about. And so the user interface is simple. The restoration process is 3 to 4 clicks, depending on how far you want to drill into data.
Sure.
And ultimately, it gives you a very quick and efficient method to pull that data back into your environment.
Fantastic. Well, I hope that was useful to everybody that's watched this video. I hope you now understand the reasoning behind why you should back up your Office 365. Computer World has a sister site called Migrate 365. If you head over there, there'll be information about the Barracuda Cloud backup product that you can learn a little bit more. Thank you very much for watching.